Okay guys, you're going to fold your paper into 4. Remember, this is for a grade, so please make sure that you are paying attention and you are writing these things down. Okay, some of you actually go over this kind of stuff in your math class and you take a little mini assessment, so please make sure you're paying attention. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and brain dump first. It says, how do you find the volume of a cylinder? So remember, volume of a cylinder, that comes from my formula chart. So volume of cylinder is V equals area of the base times height. Remember, a cylinder looks like this. So my base is a circle. So this is really going to be saying pi r squared, or volume equals pi r squared times my height. Okay? Next one, it says, how do you find the volume of a cone? So this is what a cone looks like. And if I look at my formula chart, it says V equals 1/3 area of the base times my height. Well, if I notice, my base again is a circle. So in reality, my formula is going to be volume equals 1/3 area of the base, which is pi r squared, times my height. And the last one says, how do you find the volume of a sphere? So remember, a sphere is a 3D circle. At least that's the way I like to say it. It's kind of like a beach ball. All right, so my formula is volume equals 4/3 pi times radius cubed. Okay, so we just brain dumped. Let's go ahead and start solving these problems. So the first one is a picture of a cone, and it says find the volume of the cone. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture. You should be drawing the picture too. We know that 3, that's my radius. And this line going straight up and down, that is my height. And again, they want us to find the volume. So I'm going to go ahead and take my formula. My formula is V equals 1/3 area of the base times my height. This is my base. So my base is a circle, so I'm going to do pi r squared. Still going to bring down everything else. So if I notice, my radius is 3, so I'm going to replace my r with 3. Okay? I still have 1/3. But my height, what is my height of the figure? My height of the figure is 6. So I'm going to put my 6 here. So now I'm going to put it into my calculator and solve. So 1/3, I'm going to put the whole thing in, times pi times 3 squared times 6. I get 56.5487. I like to round to the nearest hundredth, so that would be 56.55. Okay, so let's do the next one. So it says a party hat is shaped like a cone. So we know that we're dealing with a cone. Which measurement is closest to the volume? We're getting volume. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my party hat. This is my party hat. Okay. We know that my height is 12. But this one, the line goes all the way across the bottom. So what is that called? That's my diameter, right? So my diameter equals 8. Let's go ahead and write my formula. So V equals 1/3 area of my base times my height. We know that my area of the base is a circle, so that's pi r squared. So 1/3 times pi r squared times the height. Okay. So we have pi, my radius. My radius is going to be half of my diameter. So what is half? 4. So it'll be 4 squared. Still multiplying 1/3. And then what is my height of the figure? My height of the figure is 12. So now I'm going to go ahead and solve. So 1/3 pi times 4 squared times 12. It's going to be 201.062. If I was rounding to the nearest hundredth, that would be 201.06. Okay, let's go ahead and fold another piece of paper or turn your paper over. Okay, a can is shown with the dimensions. If I look at this can, this is a cylinder. And we want the volume. Okay, so a cylinder, if I look at my brain dump, is V equals area of the base times the height. But my area of the base is a circle, so that's going to be pi r squared. And then my height is 2.5. Okay, so my radius is 6, so I'm going to do pi times 6 squared. And then my height is 2.5. So let's go ahead and solve. So I'm going to put pi times 6 squared, 2.5. So I get 282.743, or if I round to the nearest hundredth, that's going to be 282.7. Okay, next one is a beach ball. So what is the shape of a beach ball? That is a sphere. And we want to find the volume. So I'm going to draw my sphere. But it looks like it has a radius of 15. So I'm going to go ahead and write my formula. And I'm going to use that for my brain dump. Sphere is 4/3 pi radius cubed. 4/3 pi, my radius is 15 cubed. I'm going to plug that into my calculator. I get 14137.2. So 14,137.2. Last one, you guys. A cylinder has a height of 15 and a volume of 240 pi. Which measurement is closest to the radius? So we have a height of 15. We have a volume of 240 pi. Okay, they want to know what's my radius. So let's go ahead. We know we have a cylinder. Oop, let me write that down on my keywords. Cylinder. So we're going to go ahead and put my formula. V equals area in my base times my height. But remember, for a cylinder, this is a cylinder, my area of the base is a circle, so pi r squared times my height. I need to write it over here so I have room. So pi r squared, or V equals pi r squared times my height. So my height is 15. We don't know my radius. So I'm going to put pi r squared. But we do know my volume. My volume is 240 pi. We have to get our radius by ourselves. So if I rewrote this, this could be 240 pi equals 15 pi r squared. So I'm going to move my pi over here to here. How do I do that? By inverse operations. I'm going to subtract 15 pi here. So I'm going to subtract 15 pi here. 240 minus 15 is 225. So this is 225 pi equals r squared. Well, how do you take care of a square root? Or I'm sorry, a squared. I have to use a square root. So now I'm going to do square root of 225 pi. Okay, I did something wrong because I didn't get the same answer. I got 26. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I need to talk to Miss Budgewater and Miss Winters because the math's not mathin' and I don't know what I did wrong. Y'all know, I make mistakes all the time. So it is what it is, and it's okay. And if y'all figure out the answer first, please drop by my room and I will give you a snack. Okay, so show me what you did and give me a snack. And I'm going to talk to Miss Winters, Miss May Budgewater, because something's not going on. Something's not right. All right, well, I will see y'all later. Bye.